9 best doctors that you could find anywhere in the world. These doctors are incredible. They can change your life. And the first doctor I want to tell you about is Dr. Sunshine. Have you ever met Dr. Sunshine before? I want to tell you, do not love about Dr. Sunshine. The more of your body shows, the more he helps you. Right? So you want to put as little clothes on as possible, and you want to get out there. Just make sure you've got a quiet spot in the yard that the neighbors can't see, right? Anyway, so. But Dr. Sunshine is great because vitamin D3 helps with depression, and vitamin D3 helps with strengthening the bone and getting calcium in the bone, and vitamin D3 over there is a great product for helping you fight cancer. And then, of course, there's Dr. Water. Now, Dr. Water is one of the most important doctors you can get. And there's a whole bunch of things you need to know about Dr. Water. Number one is that even though you will take quite a few days to die if you don't have water, it's a really important product to cleanse your body, detox your body, flush all the toxins out. You really need to get enough Dr. Water into you. How much Dr. Water would I recommend? I'd recommend you weigh yourself, divide your weight in half, work that out in ounces, and then you can translate it into any pound or stone or whatever you're using anywhere in the world. So the best time to drink water, the most important time to drink water is as you wake up in the morning. Now the reason being, you have now fasted for about 12 hours. We call it now breaking the fast. So your tummy's clean, quite often your small intestine is clean. If you squeeze some fresh lemon into that water, it's acid in the tummy, alkaline in the bloodstream. Sure. Now, the hotter if you're putting a lemon in hot water, it might not be as good for you as putting it in slightly cooler water. So you're going to squeeze a lemon in, you're going to drink it down. How much? I'd recommend about 20 ounces, which I would think roughly is about 750 mils, something like that. So that's what I would start off in the day before you eat any food. Now remember that when you wake up in the morning, your body is detoxing. And your body will keep detoxing until you eat something. Even if you drink water with lemon juice, it will still keep detoxing. Even if you drink water with apple cider vinegar, I wouldn't add the honey to it, right? Because then it might stop, because honey is sugar, no matter how good it is. Another good time to drink water is when you're going to have a shower or a bath or getting anything that's chlorinated swimming pool, because if you are thirsty and you put any chlorine in your body, it's going to go straight into your body. The body's going to drink through your skin and you're going to suck the chlorine in. So the next time to drink water is when you're going to eat. About 15 minutes to 20 minutes before you eat, you want to drink some water. And again, you want to get that water alkaline. And the best way to do that before you eat is again with some lemon. You should try and have at least 1 lemon a day. I tell you what, lemon farmers owe me some commission. Lemon is so good. Lemon's a cancer fighter, it's an antioxidant, it's an alkaline, it's just a cleanser. You can wash your hands with warm water and lemon. Right? Because it breaks down fats. Why is that important? If you ate a lamb chop 20 years ago, that lamb fat congeals in your intestine tract above body temperature, and it could still be inside there, Mr. Middleton. You know what? I'm sure you had some lamb chops, right? Anyway, so it's very important to understand that you want to drink a lot of alkaline, clean water. Make sure you don't have chlorine in that water. Don't drink with meals. Very important. All right, the next thing over here is don't drink for at least 20 minutes after a meal. Then there's Dr. Exercise. Have you met him?
Yes.
I hope you've met him. He is really important. Why is he important? Because you've got telomeres in your body. And that you're not telomeres, that's the thing that really tells you how long you're going to live. And every day you don't exercise, you're dying a bit younger. Right? Every time you exercise, you're going to stay alive a bit longer. So some of you have written quite a few years off of your life. Right? The other thing about exercise, it helps with circulation. Exercise is incredible for depression. Exercise speeds up the metabolism. It helps burn the fat. The earlier in the day you exercise, the more fat you're going to burn during the day. You're going to better, you're going to feel that day. Things aren't going to get you down as much. And then, of course, there's Dr. Rest. You need some time out. Just time out. We live in such a busy world. You need to take some time off just to relax, have some fun, be with your grandchildren, just chill out and do nothing. How does that sound, right? Yeah. That's what you came to hear, just time out. Isn't that good, right? But the next thing is, what about doctor sleep? Doctor sleep's really important. You need to sleep 8 hours a day. They say people who sleep 5, 6 hours a day, their brains start changing shape and start shrinking. And then they take those people and they get them back to sleeping 8 hours a day, and they add a few nutrients to them to help the brain function properly, and they actually come back into shape again. So you really want to sleep your 8 hours. You know, don't think you're this hero that can get away with 6 or 7. It's going to catch up with you. And find this more bigger chance of getting Alzheimer's and all that kind of dementia and all that kind of stuff, right? And then there's Dr. Laughter. You need to have some fun. You need to put a smile in your dial. You mustn't look like you've been eating lemons for 20 years. Enjoy life longer, right? There's an actor out there, Leon Schuster. Do you know him? Yeah. Right? You need to watch him more often. Have you seen Just for Gags? Who's watched Just for Gags? The Canadian stuff, right? Just for Laughs, that kind of stuff. You know, you need to really have some fun in your life. The next thing over there is Dr. Food. This thing in the front of your mouth can dig your grave or empower you to have energy, vibrancy, health, enthusiasm. You know, you eat something like popcorn, depression, right? You eat something like peanut butter, depression. You eat sugar, depression. But guess what happens? You now go the other side and you eat things like apples and peaches and healthy live salads. Eating things like celery, ginger, wow, full of electrolytes. Man, that gets you pumped up. Have you ever felt just so tired you can't even think your brain tired? A few slices of ginger into some red bush tea or rooibos tea, all of a sudden, woohoo, I feel like a new one right there, right? So, Dr. Food. What kind of food I recommend? Watch a documentary called Seeds of Death. Don't ever eat any more food until you watch that documentary. It's free of charge on YouTube. Seeds of Death will teach you that I would estimate at least 60% of South African food is poisonous. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So when you're eating out there, I tell you what, just be careful. Don't eat mealies. No mealies. No mealies. If you're going to eat wheat, if you're going to eat anything like that, make sure that it was harvested without Roundup. No soy. Soy has normally got animal DNA in it because it's genetically modified. They take DNA out of animals, they put in the soy, so when the soy grows up, it's part animal. It's got the wrong estrogen for your body if it's like that. That's why a lot of people think soy is bad. It is bad if it's terrible. But it's good if it's great. Dr. Food. Eat negative calorie foods. Guess what negative calorie foods? Foods that take more to digest than they've got calories in. Go Google them on the internet, like cabbage. Cabbage, lettuce, celery, cucumber. So many negative calorie foods out there that are so nice. You can eat yourself skinny. Eat yourself. You can just, people say I'm going to diet. Never go on diet. Because if you go on diet, guess what happens? You straight away think, oh, my throat's being cut. You know, by the time I say I'm going on diet, I'm already walking towards the fridge. What about you? Never say that. Say, I'm changing my lifestyle. Changing my lifestyle. So cut out processed food. What are processed foods? Anything in a box, anything in a packet, anything in a can, anything somebody else made, unless you know the maker by name. And you know what kind of flour they're using, where they're getting it. Is it a flour that is the original one, like einkorn and spelt, or is it the flour today that has got the wrong chromosome? The flour we eat in this country has got the incorrect chromosome. It's man-made. And the chromosome inside is 120% above the capability for humans to digest it. That's why so many people think they've got flour intolerance. They don't. They've got trash flour intolerance. Start every day with the lemon waters. Then go on there with a nice kale smoothie. I love kale because it's full of minerals, it's full of trace elements, it's full of calcium, all this kind of stuff. And you take a kale or spinach or Swiss chard or something like that, and you put some ice cubes in there, and you put some water in there, and you put some protein shake in there, and you put some fiber in there, and you hit it and say, chew it, brother, because I want to tell you something, I chew nothing 30 times, and kale's supposed to be chewed 30 times. Eat tangy, low fruit sugar, like fruits that are tangy, like a green apple, not a red apple, like a berry, not a straw, not a grape. Try and find fruits that are more tangy, because the more tangy, the more nutrients, more antioxidants, the less sugar. Eat whole grain bread, wild rice, yams, sweet potatoes. Eat a lot of stews, crock potting, lessen the frying. If you do have to fry, what you're going to fry? You're going to fry in things like, first of all, most important is avocado oil. Second best oil to fry in would be grapeseed oil extract. Third best would be coconut oil. Fourth best would be olive oil. Fifth best would be butter. That's the way down. Alright, so the less you fry the better. Boil, crock pot, oven, grill, all that kind of stuff. Eat very little animal protein. Reduce the animal. The more animal protein you eat, the younger you're going to die. The advantage of that, when they look in your coffin, they're going to say, man, this person looks too good to be dead. Right? So just reduce the amount of animal food you eat. Right? Try and eat, I would estimate 80-90% fruits and vegetables, and about 20%. When I say fruits and vegetables, of course, I'm talking about there the wheats and all that kind of stuff. But even that, how do you fatten a pig? You give it mealies and wheat. How do you fatten a cow? Mealies and wheat. How do you fatten your chickens? Mealies and wheat. So how do you fatten a human? Mealies and wheat. And you can even add beans and lentils to that. So if you're battling weight, look at those things. The next thing is cut out and eliminate sugar, starches, peanut butter, nitrates, nitrites, MSG, anything in a box, frozen. You want to cut out all the kind of stuff that's frozen in, in a box or in a packet or anything like that. If you didn't make it, don't trust it. Don't trust anybody. Make my own salad dressing. Wow, come on, folks. You should use a salad dressing. It looks like this. A cup of apple cider vinegar with the mother inside. The best one is Bragg. Half a cup of olive oil. Sorry, a quarter cup of olive oil. An eighth a cup of lemon, freshly squeezed. Not the boiled lemon, no, freshly squeezed. Salt, pepper, and a little bit of honey to flavor. That everything in there is anti-inflammatory. That's the most incredible salad dressing. I've got it in my guest room just down the road across over here. Absolutely amazing product, that, right? I fly around the world with it. I take it into restaurants with it. That is the spice I use all over the world. Homemade salad dressing. Now, and the second last one over here is Dr. Cleanse. Detox your home, detox your life. No more poisonous shampoo, no more poisonous conditioner, no more poisonous skin cream, no more poisonous shaving gel, no more poisonous deodorant, no more poisonous aftershave, no more poisonous baby Johnson's baby powder if it is poisonous, no more poisonous lipstick, no more poisonous lip gloss, no more poisonous laundry detergent, no more poisonous softeners, no more poisonous bleachers. Detox your home. Eat only organic. And then, of course, the air you breathe. Learn to breathe. I was teaching the people last night that around their tummy, around this area, you've got the lymph nodes in your lymph systems. And the lymph system is the sewage system for human body. And we are not cleaning out. Where does lung cancer? Well, liver cancer, pancreatic cancer, breast cancer, ovary cancer, for all these cancers, lymph nodes, lymph nodes, lymph nodes. Why? Because God put the lymph nodes around you, because they don't have a heart to pump them out. The lymph system is 3 times the length of the cardiovascular. But because there's no heart to pump it, guess what? You have to pump it. And how do you pump it? You breathe in deep like this, go. Hold it there. You breathe into the count of 4. You hold it there to the count of 12. Then you breathe out as hard as you can to the count of 8. Pump it, pump it, pump it. Pump it as hard as you can. You do that about 10 times morning, 10 times in the evening. You could increase your body's ability to detox the lymph systems by up to 300%. Just something so simple. Learn to breathe. Breathe clean air. Get outside. Breathe in. When you get in a car, the last thing you want to do is leave the windows closed. You want to open the windows, pump out the benzene in a hot car on a hot day, coming out the seats, the air conditioner, that kind of stuff. Could be nearly 1,000% above permissible amounts that can cause cancer in your body. Pump out the air. If you're in a house, make sure you always got windows open and doors open. Otherwise the air in there gets more polluted, more polluted, more polluted. Well folks, those are some ideas to empower you to understand the 9 best doctors on planet Earth. I hope you learned something from that. Thank you for joining me here today. Thank you so much.